Since the beginning of time, God has wanted every single person to know God, find freedom, discover purpose, and make a difference. And so we believe that God also desires for every person here on the Front Range to experience those four things. He wants you to know God, He wants you to find freedom, discover your purpose, and make a difference. Our vision for Fresh Hope Church is to risk everything for changed lives until Colorado looks like heaven. And so that's a big vision and a big dream. What does that look like? And I think it's a daily thing. When I say risk everything for changed lives, we moved here. When we moved here, I'd never been west of Kansas, okay? And all of our family is back in the South, but we believed that God was calling us here for a purpose. And whenever you have purpose, you can have the strength to do daily actions that can help lead you to the vision God's placed in your life. Risking everything for changed lives is putting every part of you and believing and placing it into the lives of people. And so every part of our story, of our lives, of our purpose, of our vision is to help people understand who God is and how much they're loved by Him.
We knew something needed to come on and happen, and we weren't, I don't know, it's not like we were unhappy where we were, but it's like, it's time. Like God was like, all right, it's time to go on now. And we had all these other people like, you need to go ahead and do it. When we would share this, little vision we had, and they're like, why haven't you already? And so we're like, okay, let's just do it. We just had a baby like 4 weeks ago, but why not?
At the end of last year, everything was going great. We were on staff at a great church. We're around people that we loved, and we just couldn't shake that feeling that God was telling us to step out and plant. And so right when we announced it to the church, this was February of 2020, and so we announced it to the church, we stepped out to plant, and then COVID-19 hits. And so a lot of people were like, are you still going to plant a church in COVID, in the midst of everything that's going on, all the craziness, all the uncertainty? And my answer has always been confident when I receive that question, is that there's never been a better time or a greater need for the fresh hope of Jesus than right now. We started off in death row ministry in the state of Alabama, where we're from, and nursing home ministry, and really caring and loving for people that were going through difficult situations and circumstances. I know without a doubt, I've been doing this for a while now, I know that without a doubt, the one thing that brings us all together, the one thing that we have in common is brokenness. And so every person that lives in our neighborhoods, in our communities, every family, there's some type of pain, some type of hurt, there's something that they're going through. And whenever we can take the mask off and be able to share what that is, that's what brings us together and gives us the opportunity to share the hope of Jesus with them.
Coloradans are so real and authentic. They can kind of sniff out if you're just, blowing hot air, and Brady, he's an open book.
So my granddad played a big role in help desegregating a community during the civil rights movement in the state of Alabama. And so that spirit is in us. We believe the Church of Jesus is diverse. And so we believe that God has called us to plant a church here on the Front Range that has all of the above, that has different socioeconomic statuses, that has different ethnicities, that is a melting pot of people that God is going to use to make a difference together.
We have a lot of friends that have failing families right now, and they have kids, and a lot of it we can relate to because we've been through almost all of it, and we just want to let them know that, if we can make it through, you can. Planning a church and having a large family can be difficult.
How many kids we got?
4.
You got 4 kids?
4, all under 8.
We believe that God has led us to plant at the E470 North Parker Road crossroads. We're currently looking at properties at that intersection because there's over 500,000 people within a 10-mile radius. You go up the hill, you have Aurora. Right ahead is Centennial. Below is Parker, Lone Tree, and Castle Rock are right off 25. And we believe God has called us here to be a beacon of hope, to be able to encourage families, to be able to be a place where diversity happens and we can do life together. And we want to reach every one of those 500,000 people for Jesus. We're gonna risk everything. We're gonna build our lives here. We like to tell people we were born in Alabama, but we're gonna be buried here in Colorado. And our goal is to see Colorado look like heaven.